joining us in. We have a new team member. Hi, it looks like Mary Hudson. Hi, Mary. My name is Lauren Lahav, and this is my 14th year with the Juice Plus Company. If you don't know my story, I said no for 17 years because I had the I'm too cool syndrome. I don't do that. And but I saw Jeff Roberti having the life that I wanted. He stayed on me. He was patiently persistent. And as we know that it's all about relationships, long-term relationships equal long-term success. So every week we get together for this team. We have team in over 26 countries. So it's amazing that we have 20 people in 26 countries, but everybody goes and does their own calls as well. And this is just another option for you if you want to jump on a call and just we bring the best of the best to tonight's events. And first of all, I want to congratulate Kerrie-Ann for going 24 Club, and also Rita for going 12 Club. And I think we're gonna, I'm gonna mute. Yep, there you go. And then I know Allison, we're gonna be interviewing you tonight. Very excited for you. I think, did you go 6 Club? Is that correct? Or is that, yeah, 6 Club. Oh my gosh, in just such a short amount of time. So I can't wait to hear from you this evening as well. So I'm not going to talk anymore, but I did want to congratulate you all. I want to remind you all to make sure that you sign up for the most powerful women in network marketing event that's taking place this weekend. It's a free event. You're crazy if you don't sign up because it's got Kate Hudson, Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh my gosh, it's got Dr. Shafali, Lisa Nichols, and then I get to represent our amazing company as well. So I hope you'll jump on. It'll be a lot of fun and it's free. Another amazing event that we have that's coming on is June the 5th. And there are about 5 of us from Juice Plus that are in Eric and Marina Worre's Next Level Mastermind group. And in that group, we learn distinctions we bring back to you. Hopefully it'll help you grow your business as well and just grow you as a person. And because we're in that mastermind group, Eric offered us a day of training, literally a full day training. And I don't know, Allison, if you can get out here, but if you can, anybody, those people, we're going to have a mastermind, and we're also going to be able to have everybody live as well. So that link, there's a link that'll be going up in just a second. Oh my gosh, Cynthia's going to come. I'm so excited. All right. So we can have some people that are great in leadership. And since she just went QSSC, going QSSC, we got her coming in. So that's awesome. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Kerrie-Ann, and congratulations once again. And I know that you and Allison are going to be sharing a lot of your success over the past couple months. So maybe go ahead and pass it on over to you, Kerrie-Ann.
Sure. Let me know if you have any specific questions, but it's been an exciting time for us within our team. We're called Team Inspired, and it's so nice to see Allison here, Rita, and a lot of the ladies from our team, as well as Allison's husband, Greg, which is so sweet. We're just excited to have her on North American soil because we've been juggling with different time zones to just get to know one another. But it's been a very exciting time in our business, specifically with our team getting to 24 Club. It was absolutely an effort from everybody just kind of pulling together. Every customer counts. Allison's been running some incredible open office type DMO sessions for her team and us as well. And it's just been incredible. So I don't know, do you have any specific questions you want me? Is there a theme for tonight?
I think the most important thing is to once again, like you just said, that together everybody wins. And when we talk about clubs, if there was anything that I would do different in my business, it would really be to paint the vision by using clubs. I didn't know it when I was young, when I was younger, yes, 14 years ago. But I think it's a great way for people to kind of catch a vision of truly what's possible. Like today, I was talking with the girl that was doing my hair today, and I was shocked. I mean, the girl works, God bless her. She works from we've got a little bit of background noise. I'm not sure who that is, but if you can mute your lines. I thought she at least made a 6-figure income, because she works from like 8 in the morning till 7 o'clock every night, every day. And when I asked her, how much she made, I was shocked of what she said. And I said to her, I said, well, what would what would be something that if that check, like that would get you excited about people working with other people that are in the industry and doing this. And I said to her, she told me a number and I said, awesome. That means I got to help get you to, 12 Club. And so when I explained to her what that meant, she caught the vision right away. And I think maybe we can talk a little bit about that, Kerrie-Ann, because I know that, Brian's really done that for you and helped you catch the vision with regards to clubs, not positions. Because when it's a position, it's all about you, right? When it's about a club, it's all about who can we help. It's kind of like when our team first went to 100 Club in 2000, I think it was 2014. It's crazy to think about. But I was like, okay, who am I going to help get to 3 Club? Who am I going to help get to 6 Club? Who am I going to help get to 12 Club, 24 Club, 39 Club? And then it was just so much easier to do it because it was like, once again, it wasn't about you. And it was like helping to grow everyone's business at once. So I'd love for you to share a little bit about that. And why, because I know it kind of did surprise you when you guys went to 24 Club, because you're like, oh, if I just help get that person qualify. Can you share about that?
Yeah, sure. So I think what started happening was there was some serious duplication happening within the team. And so we were looking into reports, and as a team ourselves, like Rita Manarino, who's on this call right now, we do a lot of work together with Allison as well. But we were looking at like the compensation plan had kind of swayed away from qualification, but with our business, it's pretty simple. You get people to Partner Plus, QSC, then it's qualification. And once we had that duplication happening, we started looking at the reports and what was coming up and what promotions may have been lying just underneath. And so when we saw that, we were like, well, Rita's on her way to NMD and 12 Club, and Allison 6 Club. Ashley on the line right now was really close to 3 Club as well. So we started looking for the promotions within the team and just talking a lot more about it in our calls. We added a qualification call to our team as well, and just put some emphasis within what it is, understanding it, why we do it, and like, I guess, a blueprint of mapping out where you want to go and your vision for your business and what your income goals are as well. So Brian has a great training where he looks at the numbers, where it's not an exact science, but you're able to kind of estimate what kind of dollar amount you're bringing in when you're 3 Club, when you're 6 Club, when you're, and we're in Canada and the United States within our team, we're very heavily customer focused. So it's not exact. We're usually above what the projections are, but it gives you an idea of how to goal set for yourself and to help your team achieve their goals as well. So we just put a real emphasis on it.
Absolutely. And I think that's, like I was sharing today with that girl, when I was able to say to her, and she goes, what does that mean? Then I was able to paint the vision of what that means. So like there's some magic numbers. So I would love to know about, Allison, how long have you been in the business? And let's just talk about how that has helped you really, really grow and sustain. I mean, to go to 6 Club in a very short amount of time. So I'd love to know a little bit about that journey and what you would like to share with everybody about that.
So I've been in the business since September, maybe, what is that, 9 months, going on 9 months soon. And yeah, so basically when I got started, I spoke with Adam one day, and Adam kind of just painted the vision the same as you did for the girl at the hair salon. And I am a nurse practitioner. And same, I literally, I tell everyone, I ran away from the United States because I was so burnt out. I also own a traditional swim school where I teach survival swim lessons to kids. And between that and being an NP, I was just working myself to death. I was disconnected from my kids. I was disconnected from my family. I didn't have time for anyone. And my husband and I were like, we had enough. He's in the Navy. Let's take orders to Spain so that we can just reconnect as a family. And when Rita obviously reached out to me, because she's a nurse practitioner as well, and Adam gave me the vision of what this could be. And I had that same epiphany where it was like, I'm working 60, 70 hours a week, killing myself. And like what I'm earning is not, like, it doesn't equal what I'm giving. So when he painted the vision for me, I just said, I'm going to commit for a year. I'm going to go all in. I'm going to go as hard as I can, and I'm going to make this happen. And if it works, cool. And if it doesn't, then I'll turn around and lick my wounds and clean up the area, you know? So as I started growing in it, and I started realizing that behind the curtain are these amazing women who empowered me to just become a better, like I tell everyone, it's made me a better mom. It's made me a better friend, because the personal development, the strength that they give me by encouraging and empowering me to go forward, it became contagious. And so I had no choice but to replicate. As people started trusting me and coming on board, it was, I started doing the DMO of reaching out. And then I realized that to replicate and to teach this to my team, as a mom of 3 little boys in a foreign country with this huge time zone crunch, I didn't have enough time to teach each person individually. So I started beginning the open office trainings and just bringing my team together. So it's like, I want to teach you, I want to make you replicate so you catch the vision, but we have to do this as a group. And that group just empowered us to become amazing.
I love that. So Rita, you want to talk? Well, let's talk about that DMO. Now that we've got the 3, I duplicated all of you. I don't know if all of you guys can see that I've just practicing this whole thing. So maybe we talk about what did that look like when you were with regards to that duplication. I love that. Allison, I think there's something to be said to about not having time too, right? Because when you have too much time, right, sometimes it's like, oh, I'll do it like tomorrow. But when you have a limited amount of time, that scarcity of time, right? And you said you gave yourself a timeline as well, that you were going to give yourself a year, and that you said you were going to go all in for a year. So let's talk about, what does that look like? Rita, what did you guys do? What did the DMO and what the duplication part of it?
I think in the beginning, what really was in Allison's favor was the fact that she did hit the ground running with this. Like, she saw the vision right away. Her first month, she had made it into the top customer attractor group with Adam. And so, I think Adam absolutely lit a fire in her and showed her what was possible. But, I also want her to know that she did that all on her own right in the very beginning. Like, she hit the ground running and ran with this. And, I think we talk a lot about how someone gets to the point where they just need to do something different. And so she came in, and Allison, right from the very beginning, even though she shared that she was a bit skeptical of all of this, network marketing, she did exactly what, if I suggested to do something, she did it and beyond. Like, so she reached out to people. She shared this with a passion. She realized very quickly, how much she loved the community and, the products and what this could be for her, and shared that with her colleagues, her family, her friends. So, we were 6 hours away when we first started. So a lot of it was voice notes, screenshots, chatting on Zoom when we could. But really she just followed the system.
Yeah.
3 ways, introducing me to people, chatting with people, sharing with a vision and a passion. Yeah, I mean, this business is simple, and she proved that it really is nothing magic to it. It's just following the system and sharing with a passion.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Love it. I think that's the thing lots of times, that people do make this way too complicated. We say that complicated is easy. Complicated is easy. Doing simplicity is hard, right? Because we're always like, it can't be that easy, right? I think that answer that people usually have is, it can't be that easy. And it is. It's kind of like learning your ABCs, as long as you set that strong foundation. And, somebody's asking a little bit about vision. Vision is all about really just, one is asking questions to find out what somebody really wants for their life. Like, if you were to, we always say that questions are the answer to everything. And it's asking someone's question, like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? What does that look like? How do you see? Like, I was just talking, like I said, talking to the girl today. I was like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Do you see yourself standing on your feet from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m, working 7 days a week? Right. So Allison, share with us a little bit about what would you say to somebody right now, if they were pressing the restart button right now? What would you say to them about what the absolute musts are for them starting? So I go get my dog.
the very first thing is to obviously post on Facebook every day, whether it's just building intrigue around the product or just creating engagement posts, because if you don't build that muscle, you're never going to attract customers. It's consistency, it's drip feeding, and it's also a delicate balance of not overwhelming, but also remaining attractive to people. And then the second thing is to do what they say. Like if they say talk to 5 people a day, talk to 5 people a day. That doesn't mean going into someone's inbox and vomiting Juice Plus all over them. It just means, hey girl, how you doing? Like, what's new? Your dog's really cute. Whatever. I mean, it's just starting a conversation. And then once that's the second muscle you build. The first muscle is building, posting. The second muscle is opening conversations. And then the third muscle is showing up for trainings. And again, just whatever they tell you to do, just do it. And no matter how afraid you are, like if people are judging you, they don't care about you anyway. Like they're judging you whether you sell Juice Plus or whether you are a doctor or are you Kate Hudson. Like they're judging, people are judging no matter what. So they don't pay your bills. Who cares what they say? My vision is to be home with my kids and be present, and they can't give me that. So just let the haters hate and do what the people who tell you to do it.
Love it. Love it. Kerrie-Ann, anything you want to share? And then maybe we could take 10 minutes just for some Q&A, because I really think that this is such a great panel for people just to ask some questions and answers, and you've done such great duplication here. So anything you wanted to share, Kerrie-Ann?
Yeah, I just, I'm so excited that all 3 of us are on this call right now, because we've had a lot of fun in the last little while, but something Allison does really well too, and Rita as well, is just when there is murkiness, and we've talked a lot about this recently, these ladies do a really good job of just figuring out clarity. You know what I mean? And so it's finding out what works. And like, if you talk to, like you heard Allison kind of say, she knows exactly what she's going to tell that person, to her new team, what they need to do, first step, second step, third step, you know what I mean? And so you're getting rid of all the overwhelm by giving them a clear structure. And that's what this team has done really, really well. And I think that's why we're seeing such great duplication, is that the murkiness is gone. So I just really wanted to make mention of that for these 2 ladies who work so well together.
I love that. I love that. And like you said, the clarity of vision, like when you get people back to why they got started in the first place and what it really means. I mean, we're all very clear of what Allison wants. All of us that are on the line right now, we know she wants to be home with her kids, has quality time with her kids. She didn't want to work those long hours. I mean, she told us, it's like, once again, if we just ask questions or curiosity questions, people are going to tell you everything, right? Rita, I know, is tired of what she was doing with regards to working so long hours as well. So vision, and I think asking yourself, why must you do this? Why must you do this, Allison? Why must you do this? Why must you?
Why must you do all of the things that we're saying to do?
Why must you do this business? Why must you do this?
I mean, again, for me, I have a great income without this business, but I didn't have good quality of life. I was never, literally never home. And if I was home, I had a computer in my lap charting on sick patients. And that is the second part of this too, is I'm tired of taking care of people who are so sick because no one taught them from the beginning to nourish their bodies and take care of themselves. And so those 2 things combined, it's truly a passion now. It's lit a fire under me where it's like something has to change. My life has to change. That's why I have to do and show up for myself. And not only does my life have to change, but all the people that I care for, their lives have to change too, because the product is truly a mission. Also, it really does improve people's labs and blood pressure readings. And that is huge. If we can make a dent in the population in just that little piece, we're going to change so many lives. We
always say numbers never lie, right? The scale doesn't lie, unfortunately. Right? Your blood pressure doesn't lie with regards to it. Your bank account doesn't lie, with regards to those things. So I love that. Well, let's take a couple of questions. I want to be really respectful of your time, and I'm excited and honored that you guys are here. Does anybody have a question? We'll take one quick question. Anybody have a question?
I have a quick comment, Lauren,
Yes,
that I just
yes.
wanted to make. You know, the thing is, we can all identify whatever it is that we're looking for or why we're doing this business. And some days the excuses become larger than that. You know, like it's easy. There was 6 hours, actually 7 hours, I think, in the beginning between Allison and I. And it could have been easy for her to say, the person who brought me into this business, who's supposed to be my mentor, is like 6 or 7 hours away. I can't make it to Team Inspired training because it's at, you know, in the evening for them. And that's middle of the night for me. Like there was a lot of times where she could have absolutely made excuses why this wouldn't work, why she couldn't be there, why she couldn't show up. But she decided to fuel that vision for herself and that why for her family. To continue to fuel that every day so that it was always bigger than the excuses. And she, you know, got up at 2 a.m. to come on, you know, to share what was happening in her business with our team. She got to like UK training and Australian training that were in her time zone. You know, we would send each other notes when the other was sleeping. Like, you just make it work. And she just made it work. So, you know, it doesn't matter whether you're a stay-at-home mom or working. We all have excuses in our life why we can't, or, you know, do things, or why it's hard. Yeah, it's simple, but it's not always easy. It's sometimes hard, but you've got to want it more than the hard. And I think that's what Allison has exhibited and what she's done beautifully in these 9 months, is that she's built her why stronger than the hard.
I love it. And embrace the hard, right? Like embrace the hard and said, okay, so it's going to be, I'm going to have to get up early, right? But I don't know about you. It's like every time when I do something, I push myself, it's like, we've heard all the excuses. So it's like, it doesn't affect us anymore. Like, you know, like when I hear people's excuses, I'm like, okay, all right, I get, you know, our job is like, and you guys have done such a good job with this, as we shared this and Eric shared this as well, is that, you know, there's 98% of the people are tourists, right? And we're the tour guides. 2% are the tour guides. And you guys are giving people a great experience, right? You're saying, I'm going to show up no matter what time you need me. Allison's like, I'll show up whatever time you need me. You know, same thing like with, I think of Amanda Wright, right? Amanda built her business. Allison, I feel like you're going to be the next Amanda Wright, is how I would use an example, is that, you know, Amanda built her business from Uganda. We didn't have business in Uganda, but she jumped on the 10 a.m. leadership calls with us every Monday. She jumped on, you know, the Australian calls. She jumped on the Monday night calls. She would do whatever. And that's what, like you said, because the why was so big. Well, thank you all. Does anybody have a quick question? How about this? One quick thing for you. What would just give everybody one activity to do today? Each one of you give everybody one activity to do today.
I'd say just start with 5 conversations, get out off this call and just go reach out to some people, share with them, you know, why you're thinking about them or you love them, give them some gratitude and just start the conversation.
Love it. Rita?
Make a list, 10 reasons why you love this business and 10 reasons why you love this product and why they're in your life.
Love it. And Allison, back to you.
Ask 2 friends to take a look at the business and do it in such a classy way that they can't help but say yes. I wasted probably 2 months being afraid to do that. And then when I finally did, and I gave them the same reason that I just told all of you about sick people and a better lifestyle, they joined in and they're my rock stars now. And they're on the call and I'm so proud of them. So ask 2 people in a very loving way to join the business with you and see what happens.
Awesome. So for all, there's the music plays for you guys. Oops. Thank you so much. I'm going to give away a little prize tonight, and I'm going to give it to Allison. So hang on. I've already sent y'all stuff, and I just don't have her address. So Allison, you're getting a badass and beautiful bandana. But I also need you to tell me when to say stop so you can pick somebody to win a prize. So tell me when to say stop. Don't look at over there. Just say stop.
Stop.
Anna,
Stop.
Where's Anna? Anna iPhone? Who's Anna? Where's Anna? Where's Anna? Where does Anna live?
Hello, Concord.
You live where?
In Concord,
Concord, California?
California. Yes.
Awesome. Can you get me who has her information, and you get a $15 gift certificate from Starbucks. So,
I used to work with Dr. Sadie.
oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rita, you'll get me her information and I'll send her an email. All right, everybody, have a great night. Thank you
Thank
all.
you.
Bye. Remember to get your
Bye.
tickets this weekend and for June 5th as well. Check on the YOLO Facebook page for that. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.